everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a quick haul video. I'm also going to show some works in progress that I will consolidate, and I'm going to use the bag that it's in to put something else in it. So I have some things. I went to Woolbearers again, mainly because the Pray for Ukraine mittens um, called for a certain amount of yarn, and I was seeing how far I would go with the yarn that I had, and I definitely needed more. So I have that. I bought this bag. So it says the Woolbearers with their address and website, email address. I thought this would be nice for projects, especially the larger ones. I was also thinking that it would help me organize the projects that that I have in the hotel room. So right now it has two of my knitting needle cases. So this one is the knitting needle case from IK Leather Shop. It's a Ukrainian Etsy seller, and in here has my mainly my Knitter's Pride ginger shorties. It has my protractor. I randomly bought the protractor because I was thinking maybe I would need the pencil, the wooden pencil, um, for the UK visa IELTS exam, but I didn't need it. But I've been using this protractor. It's been helpful. So these are the Knitter's Pride ginger shorties, and then I have some DPNs that I purchased from a local farm that sold some fiber equipment and products. And then there's the cords in here, and um, these are the main needles that I use from the ginger shorties, and then I have the cases that they come in, because I'm using them, well, the needles for my tarot bag, and I'll make another video on my works in progress maybe by the end of this week or towards the middle of the following week, because it's a holiday in America, and I will be working, so it'll give me a lot of knitting time. And the other set that I've been using is the Chagoos. I have the 4-inch and 5-inch in here. I didn't want to put too much in this bag because I didn't want to put, I didn't want to, sorry, like affect or ruin the integrity of the stitches for the straps on here. So I got more of the Jameson's Shetland Spindrift. These are the colors that I'm using for the Pray for Ukraine mittens. And then I got a bouquet of the Woolstock Bundle Blue Sky Fibers because I've been knitting smaller projects, knitting pouches, and I do have another gift knit that I would like to do, a colorwork pouch. I'd like to do a colorwork pouch as the gift, and I didn't want to get I didn't want to get um, full skeins, even with some of the 50-gram skeins that I've gotten. Once I finish the project, I still have some left over. It's not the case for the mittens because it definitely asks for more yarn, and um, I was just seeing how far I would get with it with the yarn that I had, but it's okay. I was happy to go back into the store because I wanted to see the rest of the things. Because the time before that, um, well, when I first went there, I'll just say I was using my GPS, and then I get to like the area, like this, I got to the street, and then my GPS says arrived, and I'm like, girl, where? And I went to the public parking area, which is behind that street, and I got to the street that it's supposed to be on. I put my GPS on again because I didn't see the store, and um, then it was saying 17 minutes away, walking distance, and then sorry, and then I went back in my car because I was confused. I take the turn that I took initially, and then I see it was like right on the corner, and so I went back to the parking lot and I went back. I browsed a little bit and stayed to knit because I like when they have the tables where you could do your crafting while you're there. This time I was so happy because I felt the yarns that I want to feel. It's definitely important for me because um, I was interested in trying different types of yarns that I haven't tried before. They have the Plotilope, which I'm mega pleased about. my yarn's in storage. It's in a box that I can't get to right now. So I'm trying to just get yarn as I go. I just cast it on, but I'll talk about that in another video. So I felt the Plotalope, and I'm interested in trying it. The yarn, or the unspun, and I tried the Alisope, which I'm excited. I want to try that one. I ordered Letalope before because I wanted to use it for a project, and it just wasn't the type of feeling that I was trying to go for. I don't mind it, and I have a couple of skeins because I was ordering from shop, but I don't know when I would get to it because I bought it like 2 years ago and I still haven't used it. So I found the Alice Lopi. I hope that's how you say it. Um, and they have some Lopi books too. I love the Lopi books. The Alice Lopi is the feeling like I really enjoyed how it felt. So I wanted to try it. It's a little, well, I'll see what if I would get it before I leave, because I will definitely see yarn when I move. I sent my FBI clearance report to the UK agency, so it's undergoing processing again, and the biometrics stage is towards the end of the application, so I'm hoping that things move quickly, even though I haven't gotten an apartment yet, or um, but I'm confident that I'll be able to sort those things out. Sorry, I'm still talking. And then eventually, once I'm in the area and I see the places and the areas that the places that I like, then I'm thinking I would use the USAA home loan because it works internationally, um, to help buy a house, and that'll be a good thing. So, with all that, it was more than a backstory because it went in different directions. But I got this wool stock bundle, blue sky fibers. So each of them are 5 grams per hank. These are the hanks, and I got this bouquet. I call them bouquets. I'm not sure if anybody else does, but I enjoyed the color palette that this was, what that this is, because it just kind of dumbfounds me because I go through different colors. Like last year, I knit so much blue, and still going with the blue and the blue and yellow. Because before I would do um, like forced type of colors, and I haven't really done those shades in a while. And even the greens in here, like this green, it's blue, this green, and these greens, this is like a lime green. They aren't the shades that I would go for before. I tend to like olive green and around those types of shades. Um, I'm knitting I just casted on the Distance Scarf by Olga Futano. I am already like um, so hyped about it. I actually weaved in the end at the beginning. And if you watched my videos or if you know me in person or something, a lot of my projects I haven't weaved the ends in for. And like if it's in my garments and you can't see it, there's a chance that I have it weaved in the ends. So it's a good sign and it's been fun. I do like cabling and I feel like it's one of those patterns that I'll repeat and I'll knit more for myself and then do some gift knitting with them too. I wanted to make a headband out of mine because you can wrap it as a headband. I usually, as I said, I would go for green headbands. I have green headbands right now. Um, I have some green headbands in storage. It's like the main color that I use. This one is an aquamarine colorway, which isn't too far off from that, but I'm enjoying um, how the yarn is, how rustic it looks, rustic in general terms. But this I feel like is helpful for the gift knit too because the patient that I'm going to knit for next, because I knit for another patient and I already gifted that bag. I'm so happy that I was able to um, gift it to her and see that she was there to pick up something because I don't work in the front as much in the pharmacy. So she wanted blue and green, and there's definitely an abundance of that in here. It'll be nice. And then I have another project that I wanted to use this for, and this will be super helpful anyway. The bags that I will be switching up a little bit, have projects in them, just because I wanted to use or switch some bags around, just because I don't have, I have bags. Some of them are in my car, but I mainly have large bags and I could definitely use them. I just don't have them on me at the moment. I could always go to my car, but I just figured that these are here. Um, so I have the Lantern Moon bag. I have two of these because they have the white sheep and the black sheep. And then this bag is one that I decided to just put projects in. You could, of course, do that with any bag. It's from the Mother's Day collection in Barnes& Noble. And it came with there was a robe and the robe's in storage. So it's carrying the advent calendar scarf. I really want to work on it. I just have other things that I am going to get done first with the gift knitting that I've been doing. Because I did bring it out, and another reason because I was switching out the cord and the needles and it took me like 2 months to do it. So I could see where my time frames are with things. Because I'm supposed to, well, I want to switch out the needles for my, technically my summer garment. I wasn't going to wear it in the summer. I don't wear um I don't wear knits like um garments in the summertime. At least here. Um there was a heat wave over the weekend. So when I was visiting my godmother, it was like 103 degrees. And I know that it's supposed to be breathable, but I'm a baby with heat, which brings me to thinking, oh my God, it's 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. Um, when I'm moving and there won't be AC, I might get an AC, like not a unit, but just like a mini one for the apartment. I'm thinking about it. Just for like maybe the summertime or something. I know it's probably cooler and I could just open a window, but I'll see. Um, so, because I just talk and go off with my stories. So, it's it's kind of halfway-ish because some of these charts are two, split into two. So, the main part of this scarf that I was really looking forward to are the charts for the unicorn because they're split into two. And I'm definitely enjoying this project. I love the yarn. I love the way that it's knitting up. I love color work, so it's definitely going to get done. I really need to get it done before it gets cold again. Otherwise, I'll wait the season after or the year after that to wear this. Um, I would say I'll start this back up in August, which is a rough estimate. And I feel like maybe it'll give me enough time because I'll be moving. And so I was just learning like the equivalent idiom to like a black sheep, and it's like the white crow. It is Bila Vor- Vorona. So, right over here. And the other bag has something that I, that those who know what I like to knit will definitely know this about me. That I don't really knit socks. I think it's because, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. Because I wear boots most of the time, even in the warm weather. And, um, well, my feet have gotten adjusted to it. But if I'm not wearing boots, I do have my Adidas that I wear, and they're green. They're green and pink. And sometimes I wear it to work. I even wear my boots to work too, so my foot's falling asleep. And um, it's getting out of being asleep. So, mm, try to be careful with this because I don't have stoppers on this project. I have my stoppers on my other project. With the Chagus, I don't have as many supplies than I do with the Knitter's Pride. As I mentioned before, the Knitter's Pride is less expensive, um, and that's not really like the main reason. It's because I love the Knitter's Pride set, and then my first set that I was gifted was the Chow Goose, the 5 inch, and I just love the feeling and the style of like wooden needles, and the ginger shorties were just like it just went with me. And then I kept breaking needles. It's been this whole thing, but I still love the ginger shorties, and I still want to knit with them because I think about it a lot. But for this, I have my socks. They're self-striping. It's the Cascade Yarns Heritage Collection. This was a holiday colorway, but I feel like you could associate this with different times of the year. And in my head, I'm thinking, sorry, it's random. Well, not that random because I'm talking about socks, but this is a little different, like compression stockings. I think maybe I would get like an 8 to 15 compression just to try it out. Because I mean, I think it might be okay, and that's for like everyday use. Um, as you get higher in the compression, obviously it'll have different purposes. So, well, in the pharmacy, we have the 8 to 15 compression, 15 to 20, 20 to 30, and 30 to 40 is the highest one that we have. And the 8 to 15, the main styles, it would either be based off of your shoe size, your height, and your weight, and then it's charted with your height and your weight. But then once you get past that compression, going into higher compressions, then we get like the circumference of your ankle, your calf. If you're doing a thigh high, like your upper thigh measurement. If you're doing like a waist high, like your waist measurement. So that would depend. And then from there, you would get that level or that size, and then the level of compression that you're looking for. But I'm also taking magnesium too, which is helpful, and it helps with cognition and for me, and I just feel more alert with it with taking my magnesium gummies. It also has like neurological responses too, or benefits because it's the Calm gummies. It's that brand. The raspberry lemon one. And I have other supplements that I enjoy taking, mainly for my food reactions. And I'm so sorry, I was saying that it was going to be a quick video. Um, so I'm just taking the project out for the socks because I am super slow with knitting socks, even though I finished the I finished with the heel flap turn, um, the cuff. At this point, I'm going to just keep knitting till I get to about a couple inches before my toe, and then I'll start doing my decreases. There's really not much to do with this project, so it's just me not knitting socks. I definitely knit a lot of mittens. I have a lot of motivation for trying different patterns, and I feel like that would be like when people say that they love knitting socks. So I'll put one of my, I'll put the distance scarf in a bag. Then before I in the video, I did go to the Euro, Euro Mart where it has like an amalgamation of Eastern European food ingredients for the food. Same thing. I went to two places because I wanted to see what the other place had. One place I felt like I needed to go there, and it was interesting with probably the last experience that I was there because that's why I was like, should I really go? But something felt like I just needed to go, and I try to go with the flow in that way. Because last time, there's a story with that one where I picked something up and the energy of the item and just that night was one of the most memorable nights for that. But it was like I was being guided, and it was almost as if it was like spirit saying a thank you because of the last experience that I had there, and even even that because I was like I was going to say even deity too. So I because that's what it had to do with. I didn't really talk that much about that, but it was uh, a lot that night. So I did pick up a dictionary there because that was one of the main things that there's a bookshelf there. And I got another thing. So, another backstory, I'm gonna try to do this quicker because I just keep talking. So, I had a nesting doll. It was gifted to me, and I had it since elementary school. And then, like, no beef, but an ex that I was living with at the time kicked me out and well, it wasn't really justified. But um, put my stuff in the car and on top of the car, and then I drove off during hurricane season, and the stuff on top of the car was washed away. So, one of the items being that nesting doll, and this wasn't at this store because I visited the other store. But I did get, so this is my bag that I use. This keychain. Sorry. And it, sorry, me going off, and I'm not going to go off into too much of a tangent, but um, when I order from the Ukrainian Etsy sellers, I try to get things that I know that'll be really helpful for me, and I've seen a lot of stuff that I wanted to order, so I try to get something that I know I'll use. One of the next things that I feel like will be beneficial to me is a set. It's the fur brush paintbrushes that they use for, sorry if I for my pronunciation, Petra Kivka, and I'm interested in that artwork too, but I also wanted to use it, and I am enjoying the folk art, and I've always loved folk art. So I try to see um, the different styles, and I have the type of style that I do, and um, have maybe a basis for other things that I'm interested in and would maybe branch off of, or have my own interpretation, or even maybe try to do it the traditional way, um, to see the different techniques that they have. So when I went to the other store, wasn't really much of a transition. I was just talking about other stuff. I I want to see what it had because I've never been there. Um, I don't have ice cream often unless it's like the lactose free one, but I do like their fruit ice cream at the Euromarts. I did not see ice cream there, but I saw another dessert that I enjoy a lot. It's the, I need it, um, Gulliver Original, and it's a vegan candy, and I just think it's wild. It's gonna, there's like crumbs in there, but I really love them. I might pick up more. It's like the wafer with the chocolate, and it looks like there's like a filling with it too, which is nice. There's one American brand that's vegan. It's not chocolate coated, but I do like wafer desserts. Um, and then there's this other thing that I wanted to get where it was like so sometimes because there used to be a Euro Mart in the plaza that I work in, and I would get some food, and sometimes I would have it for lunch. And there's like this like tin, sorry, tin, and it had fish. uh, and the fish had there was like a mustard sauce in there. I haven't seen it for a while. I don't go to these stores super often, but the last couple of times that I've been to like a store here and there, because there's one that's close to my work, the one that moved, it's still close to my, my job, and they didn't have it. They have these hard ass chips that for some reason I'm like really into. And then I just saw that they had like this Ukrainian hot mustard sauce, which I'm enjoying. I did get a can of fish and I used it on the fish. This one is Ukrainian too, I believe. That's I thought maybe said like Ukraine on it. Yeah, Ukraina. Again, sorry, but right here in the Cyrillic writing, so sorry. And then as I was going on that tangent, I've went on a couple of tangents for this video. I just saw this nesting doll and it there was, certain thoughts about it, and I was thinking like, is this something to get? It was at a decent price, and I feel like the price varies. And there's different amounts of dolls that you can get and the sizes, and um, this one has sunflowers. So I was like, oh my god, that's like, I don't know, it reminded me of Ukraine. I don't know if that was the intention of it, but um, I love the flowers. And it was the only one like that in the store. I'm sure there is an abundance of them in the UK. Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, I guess it depends on where you are. But I just felt like it maybe called to me a little bit. Again, I feel like Spirit kind of, and I feel like deity is saying thank you, because that was like one of the main things that keeps popping up in my head. And kind of making up for the last item that I thought it was like interesting. Um, but it was specific. I don't know if I have mentioned the story before. So it wasn't that short of a video. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for this item, it's not like any ill intentions or nothing related to that. Um, and I'm hoping it's not interpreted in that way. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.